Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do NCERT solutions of chapter 8 Wind, Storms and Cyclones. So the first question of the chapter is fill the missing words in the blank spaces in the following statement. So first question is wind is dash air. So as we know, wind is moving air. Next, winds are generated due to dash heating on the earth. Winds are generated due to uneven heating on the earth. So as we have already discussed during the chapter that winds are generated due to uneven heating between equator and poles, and it is also generated due to uneven heating between land and water. Next, near the earth's surface dash air rises up whereas dash air comes down. So near the earth's surface warm air rises up whereas the cold air comes down. As we know, the warm air is less dense, so it rises up, and the cold air is more dense, means it is denser, so it comes down. Next, last question. Air moves from the region of dash pressure to the region of dash pressure. So air moves from a region of high pressure to the region of low pressure. The next question is suggest two methods to find out wind direction at a given place. So there are many methods, we have to give any two. So first is while flying a kite, air exerts pressure on the kite due to which the kite flies. The direction in which the kite flies is the direction of blowing of wind. So this is the one way to find out how the wind is moving, that is what is the wind direction. Next is while riding a bicycle, the direction in which it is difficult to ride is opposite to the direction of blowing wind. If you are feeling difficulty in riding the bicycle, means the direction of wind is opposite. And if it is easy for you to ride the bicycle, then it is in your direction. So therefore, flying a kite or riding a bicycle, the wind direction at a given place can be determined. So these are the two ways by which we can determine the wind directions. The next question is state two experience that made you think that air exerts pressure. Okay, so there are many experiences which show that air exerts pressure. So first, we have experience that when we blow a balloon, the balloon becomes tight. If we try to fill more air, then the balloon will burst after an extent. This happens because air exerts pressure. So we know that when we blow air in a balloon, due to the pressure of air, the particles of air collide with the balloon, with the surface of the balloon, and they exert a pressure on it from inside, and the balloon expands as it is made up of rubber, so it expands. So this shows that air exerts pressure. One more experience is that we have seen or experienced the movement of hinges of windows and doors of our houses when wind blows in a high speed. This also happens because air exerts pressure. We can hear the sound of the windows, moving windows, okay, or the glasses of the windows moves. This also shows that air exerts pressure. They have a pressure. Next question is, you want to buy a house. Would you like to buy a house having windows but no ventilators? Explain your answer. A house having windows but no ventilator should not be bought. Why it should not be bought? Because warm air is lighter than cold air and therefore it goes up. So whenever we buy a house which is having a ventilators, you might have seen the ventilators are built on the top near the ceilings. Okay, so the warm air can go outside the house mostly through ventilators, because we know that warm air rises up because they are very light, they are very less dense, so they rises up and they can move out from the ventilators very easily. And if there are no ventilators, then the warm air cannot go outside easily because they all rise up and it will create a problem in the room. So we have to buy a house with which are having good ventilators. They are which are having ventilators. Only windows and but no ventilators, this type of houses are not good. Next question, explain why holes are made in hanging banners and hoardings. So air exerts pressure, that we have already learned that air exerts pressure, and wind blowing in high speed may break or displace many things. So if holes are made in the hanging banners and hoardings, then air can pass through these holes, which reduces the air pressure exerted on the banners and hoardings. That is why holes are made in hanging banners and hoardings. So this answer is very clear by the reading only. So as we know that air exerts pressure, and thus air can, the wind blowing air which is having a very high speed, can break and display many things, and because of that only holes are made in the hanging banners and hoardings so that air can pass through it easily. The next question is, how will you help your neighbors in case cyclone approaches your village and town? So in case cyclone approaches, we have to help our neighbors. So here we are going to discuss some ways by which we can help our neighbors. Firstly, we can ask them to move to a cyclone shelter. We can help them for shifting in a cyclone shelters or other safer places. Secondly, we can ask them to take necessary steps to shift their animals, vehicles, and household goods to safer places. And we can give them, or we can call emergency services such as police, fire brigade, and medical center. If they require, we can call them, or we can provide them this number so that it will be helpful for them. So as a citizen, we can help this thing, we can do this thing for helping our neighbors. The next question is, what planning is required in advance to deal with situation created by a cyclone? So the following planning is required to deal with the situation created by a cyclone. As we know that we cannot stop a cyclone, but we can make some planning in advance so that we can deal with the situation which when the cyclone comes. Okay, the first is facilities for cyclone prediction and forecasting, which can give cyclone warning in advance. So this our government is already doing nowadays. In 48 hours in advance only we are getting the warnings of cyclones. Next, quick information and communication linkages so that information can be spread quickly. So this communication or this warning should be broadcasted with the help of quick communication systems like TV, radio, so that the information should spread quickly to everyone. Next, construction of cyclone shelter and arrangement for moving people to safer places for safety during cyclone. We have to also make cyclone shelters so that the people can be shifted there until the cyclone stop and the situation is under control. So then after that they can come back. So we have to construct a cyclone shelters. So these are the some safety measures which we can take to deal with cyclones. Next question is an MCQ. Which of the following places is unlikely to be affected by a cyclone? So as we know, cyclone mostly occurs along the coastal areas. And we can see Chennai, Mangalore and Puri are the cities which are on the coastal areas. So Amritsar, whereas Amritsar is not in the coastal area, so it is unlikely to be affected by a cyclone. The correct answer will be Amritsar. Next is, which of the statement given below is correct? We have to choose the statement to be correct. Now first is, in winter the wind flows from the land to the ocean. Correct. In winter the wind flows from the land to the ocean. This is known as land breeze because the land is cold and water is hot. So the wind blows from the land to the oceans. Next, in summer the wind blows from the land towards the ocean. No, it is false. It blows from the ocean towards the land. Next, a cyclone is formed by a very high pressure system with very high speed wind revolving around it. So again it is false because a cyclone is formed by a very low pressure system with very high speed wind revolving around it. The low pressure region is called the eye of the cyclone. Next, the coastline of India is not vulnerable to cyclones. Again, not correct. The coastline of India is very vulnerable to cyclones. So with these questions, we have completed our NCERT question answers. I hope that you all have understood the question answers. So kindly now everyone will write these question answers in your copy and submit me as soon as possible. Thank you for joining the class.